Are you serious? Are you serious? Welcome, everyone. Um, welcome, everybody, to this live interaction right now. Tonight, we will be going live, of course, on our website, and there will be a chat room. We will be going live on our website tonight exclusively at www.paulbegleyprophecy.org or paulbegleyprophecy.com. We will be going exclusively live at my website tonight for 6 hours or beyond. And there will be a chat room, a special chat room was being established for tonight's broadcast. Let me put a shout out right now, guys, if I could, real quick, for www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. Countless Americans will waste time, energy, and money this year trying to reduce the wrinkles, but failing because they missed the real problem, which is a decrease in their natural collagen reserves. Let me explain that. Scientists have found that after the age of 20, your body produces about 12% less collagen each decade. What? Are you serious? Yes, if you experience an excess amount of sagging skin or wrinkles for your age, you may be collagen deficient. Plus, knowing you should supplement collagen isn't enough, folks. You have to use the right types of quality sourced collagen of plant and fish to have the best chances of reducing the appearance of sagging and aging. This is why I take this right here. And we're bringing it back. It is so good by BioTrust, and that's ageless multi-collagen. I mean, are you serious? This stuff is so good. I want you to know right now, this secret powder, I don't know how they do it, but man, it revitalizes, it rejuvenates your skin, unlike any other typical collagen supplements you could find on a store shelf. This product is highly effective because it combines the top 5 critically important types of collagen for your skin health. It's been formulated to help reduce the visible signs of aging, reduce the wrinkles, promote a youthful glow, and promote elasticity and promote skin hydration. Now, if you want to, and you can save 51% off today if you'll go right now, click on the link below this video, www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. You will be glad you did. All right. So Heidi and I went and we voted this morning, and it was just an honor to get to vote, okay, to actually do it. And Florida does it right. They really, really do. You have to show your ID, that you're an American citizen, and your address where you live, and then once that is confirmed, you're given a ticket with your name, and you have to sign your name to that. You're given a ticket. You walk over to the next lady, and she gives you your ballots. Your ballots have printed at the top your ticket number, which confirms it's you. You then sit down inside this little thing. You sit down, and you begin to go through it with an ink pen, filling in, marking in your vote on each of the candidates or amendments and other things that your state may be doing. And in Florida, there's 6 proposed amendments. So you go through there and you mark how you feel about each one, for senators, for congressmen, for Florida Supreme Court justices, some of those kind of things, and then you finish up. It's and then when you get done, you take your ballot, and you walk over and you hand it. You walk over and there's a lady standing right by a machine, and you put the ballot into the machine yourself, and it registers and records it. So now there's a paper backup to match the machine's counting. So if there has to be a recount, the paper ballots will match the machine, and if it don't, then there's a problem. So Florida does it right. That's why at the end, when the polls close, Florida will know I mean, Florida's already counted all of the mail-ins and early walk-ins. So basically, when the polls close, Florida knows. They know. So why can't that be done across the whole country is what I can understand. I mean, that's just another question. But anyway, having said all that, guys, don't miss tonight. Now, it's going to be powerful. It really is. We've got unbelievable guests be with us tonight. Mike from around the world will be with us tonight. Matter of fact, let me just tell you the lineup. And then I'm going to tell you right now, I've got some preliminary early voting information that I can give you here in just a second. But tonight, we start at 6 p.m. Eastern at my website exclusively. There will be a chat room. Yes, there will be a chat room at my website, especially a special chat room for tonight. I'll be hosting this, and my co-host will be my son, my youngest son, Paul Andrew Begley. So Paul Jr. will be, and he's really not a junior because I'm Paul Wyatt Begley, and he's Paul Andrew Begley. So Paul Andrew Begley will be co-hosting with me tonight. Also, in and out throughout the evening with information, breaking information, will be B.C. Begley, Bart Begley. He'll be joining us tonight. Also, Bishop Larry Ragland will be joining us tonight from Alabama. Apostle Larry Shelby will be joining us tonight from Texas. Pastor Leo Dempsey will join us tonight. This guy, he's amazing. He's out of North Dakota. Pastor Steve Leidig will join us tonight. He's from Pennsylvania. Bob Wilson will join us tonight from California. And Mike from around the world will join us tonight from somewhere around the world. Okay? So, yeah, I'm reporting from Florida. Paul Andrew Begley, my co-host, will be reporting from Virginia. And Bart Begley, BC Begley, will be reporting from Indiana. So we will get information throughout the night. Israel Hall will also be engineering this entire broadcast and also interjecting as well from the Freedom Fellowship Studios in Florida. That's where we'll be broadcasting from. Good to see you, BP Earthwatch. I hope you're feeling better. I'm really glad to see you. And yeah, BP's already picking up on some stuff going on right now. You knew this would be part of the problem. Well, let me tell you what's going on. This is the early vote results. Early votes, they've come in. This is just by, there's 80 million votes have already been cast. Okay. Now, we don't know how they went per candidate, but here's what we do know. Early votes continue to roll in from states across the country where voters were able to cast their ballots either in person or through mail. Some states provided details about the early votes that are cast, including partisan division or age of voters, as well as voting methods. Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign has pushed for Democratic voters to utilize early voting more aggressively, seen as a tactic to help bank votes ahead of the election day. While former President Donald Trump has been critical of early voting, his campaign and the Republican Party has also pushed voters to cast early ballots. Here's what we know. The 80,651,974 early mail-in or early in-person voting. Matter of fact, 41% of the early votes that have come in are Democrat. 39% of the early votes that have got in are Republican, and 20% of the early votes that have come in, and that's a lot, 20% out of 80 million, are independent or other. Okay? That's a lot of votes. But how did they vote? Well, the incredible thing about this is we took a look at age. And of the 80 million votes that have been cast, the age group that has the largest group of voters by age is the 40 to 49-year-olds. From 40 to 49, 39% of the early voting was done by people the ages 40 to 49. 27% were people my age between 50 and 64. All right. 13% were voters 65 and older, was 13%. 11% was people between the ages 30 and 39. And 10% were people between the ages of 18 and 29. Now, that's the percentages of age that have voted in the early voting, whether they were mail-in or they were walk-in. And it's a total of 80 million votes. In my opinion, that's probably half of the total amount we're going to get. I would say we're probably going to wind up with about 160 million people voting when it's all said and done. We're going to see. Now, gender in the early voting, women led the way. 53% of the early voters were women. 44% of the early voters were men. And 3% were other, and I don't know what to do with that. Then we have the vote type. 55% of the 80 million people who voted walked in and voted during the 2 weeks or so, whatever it is each state had. 55% of 80 million votes were people walking in and voting. 45% of the 80 million votes were mail-ins. So that's about, 37 million people mailed in, okay? And about 43 million people walked in, and that's early voting. That has nothing to do with people walking in today, like Heidi and I did. And so the votes are being calculated. The Republicans were extremely higher early voters than they've ever have been. And if that indicates anything, because they're always way more walk-ins. So if that has any indication, we'll find out. But we're going live at 6 p.m. tonight. My co-host will be Paul Andrew Begley, and of course, as I said, all the other great guests we're going to have with us. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. We're going to cover a lot of ground, and there is a chat room. There is a chat room. It's exclusively at my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com or paulbegleyprophecy.org. And thank you. You love this shirt. Thank you. And thank you so much for that. And so it's going to be a lot of fun. So don't miss it tonight. But I'll be reporting here from Florida live this evening along with Israel Hall, who will be the engineer for the entire broadcast. And he's got a busy, busy night. Heidi does too. She's been arranging all of the guests and the times throughout the evening that they're going to come on. And she's been coordinating all of that. As well as she's sending out emails across thousands of you that are on our email list. And so you'll be getting an email on not only that, what's going on, but the interview also that I have Thursday. Okay, so let me tell you about Jonathan Cahn. Jonathan Cahn interview has been moved. It's not going to be Thursday morning. It's going to be Thursday night, a doubleheader with Mike from around the world. So you don't want to miss this. The show will begin at 9 p.m. Eastern. Jonathan Cahn will be coming on for an hour, followed by an hour with Mike from around the world. This will be an epic broadcast. There's no question about it. Jonathan Cahn, of course, who wrote The Harbinger. He wrote Harbinger 2. He wrote The Shemitah, and other incredible books, all of them New York Times #1 bestsellers. And, of course, he just came out with his brand new book, The Dragon Prophecy, which I've been reading and is unbelievable. So incredible, really. So we're going to be interviewing him. I have the honor. It's a great honor. It's taken quite a while to be able to get this scheduled because his schedule is extremely busy and mine's a little bit busy. So when you tie it together, Heidi had to do her magical act to pull this off, but she did. And so Jonathan Cahn will be our guest this Thursday night live on YouTube, okay? Tonight, no, I'm not going to be on YouTube. Exclusive, paulbegleyprophecy.com or paulbegleyprophecy.org. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. It's right on the front page. When you go there right now, you'll see it. There's already a little box that pops up. If you click on it, it gives you a full screen. It's even got a countdown going right now, okay? So tonight will not be on YouTube because last year YouTube pulled my broadcast 10 minutes after I got off the air. I'm not even going to – I understand that they'll probably be, just removing live programming everywhere. So I'm just going to do it on my own website where they can't touch it. And there will be a chat room tonight. Yes, there will be a chat room. So now, again, I'll be reporting along with Israel Hall from the Freedom Fellowship Studios here in Florida. Paul Andrew Begley will be co-hosting with me. He'll be reporting from Virginia. BC Begley will be in and out throughout the evening with reports from Indiana. Bishop Larry Ragland will be our guest tonight from Alabama. Apostle Larry Shelby will be with us from Texas. Pastor Leo Dempsey will join us tonight from North Dakota. Pastor Stevie Leidig will join us tonight from Pennsylvania, and that ought to be interesting, Pennsylvania. Bob Wilson will join us tonight from California. And Mike from around the world, from somewhere around the world, will also be with us tonight. So this will be very interesting. You don't want to miss this broadcast. It is going to be amazing tonight. So I don't know. We're having a pretty good week. Sunday night was just amazing. If you haven't seen it, you got to go watch it. 77 Days to Take America Back. And I interviewed Troy Anderson, my co-author of Revelation 9/11, and also he has his new book called The Trump Code. Also in that interview, I interviewed Kevin Jessup, who's just absolutely amazing what he's doing, including he has an office in Washington, D.C., and he is a consultant to the president on spiritual matters. We had him on. We also had Dr. Paul McGuire from California, who wrote with Troy. They wrote the bestseller Trump Apocalypse, and he was amazing. And then also we had Dr. Larry Kiefhofer, who has written about 20 books, an amazing man. And all of them, myself included, we have brought together and formed a 77 Days to Take America Back. And we've actually put a letter together that was submitted to President Donald Trump from 3 different close associates to Trump. So we know he got the letter. And it was how we're praying for revival in America and praying for him. So anyway, that was a great broadcast. And then Mike from around the world Sunday night joined me for an hour after I interviewed those 4. So what a great program that was Sunday night. Okay? Unbelievable. Sunday night. Tonight, Mike will join us again along with all these other great guests. And then Thursday night, Jonathan Cahn and Mike from around the world will be back-to-back, a doubleheader on the live Thursday night broadcast. So Heidi's been doing some amazing work pulling all this together, and I'll just try to stay out of the way. All right? Okay, so we'll have a really good time. Don't miss the election night special tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern. The countdown is on. It's going to be a long night. We'll go till midnight or maybe a little beyond. And hopefully we'll be able to declare a winner tonight. It'd be the best thing ever for America, especially if it goes the way we're praying it goes. Let me also say this. You don't want to miss it. It's exclusive. It will not be on YouTube. It's exclusive at paulbegleyprophecy.org or paulbegleyprophecy.com. It's on the front page. You'll see the box. You'll click right on the box, and the big screen will come up with the entire broadcast. It's up right now. As a matter of fact, there's a countdown going on right now. And with all these live guests and interactions, up to the minute, we'll be scouring and keeping up to the minute per state. When the polls close, what are the votes? What are the percentages? How it's going? We will have an interactive map that we will change the state's colors based on who wins the state in the presidential election. We'll also keep you up to speed on what's going on in the Senate races and in the House of Representative races while talking with our guest periodically. And at sometime tonight, during all that, I step out of the studio for about 15 minutes and go live on Jim Bakker's live television show that he's doing an election coverage live on television. And I'll be a guest over there with him for about 15 minutes. But my son, Paul Andrew, will be here. He'll be running the show till I get back, okay? So it's going to be a great evening. Great evening. Absolutely great evening. And I think I should play I'll tell you what, I'm going to play a song, and then I'm going to play a Kevin Wilson song for America. It's always good, okay? It just don't get no better than that. I can still see us now on Rupert Lane Road. To our toes. There's nothing that we love more than going to church. Uncle Leroy and Lord singing joy bells of heaven. Me and Donna Sue just a joining right with them. And from that stop we got a little heaven on earth. We had some foot stomping, hand clapping, tambourine slapping. Whole church is rocking. Shout. If you're asking me, I'll tell you it's a fact. It just don't get no better than that. No. We didn't need padded pews or stained glass windows for the Holy Ghost to move. A mighty wind on us, upright piano and Charlie Brown's old guitar. Right where we are. We need some foot stomping, hand clapping, tambourine slapping, whole church rocking and everybody shouting. If you're asking me, I tell you it's a fact. It just don't get no better than that. No. We like to bring back the days when we all sang those roof-raising gospel songs, just like Kenny Hinson singing, hallelujah ringing, and the Holy Ghost, yeah, Holy Ghost. It's a bona fide fact. No better, no better, no better, no better. are really serious. And so is Kevin Wilson. Tonight we will be playing music along with all the coverage, all the guests. It will be epic.
Saw a man down on the corner holding a sign. You know, I think he's right. Says the end of time. Saw a newsman on the TV in a Colorado town, telling how some madman shot innocent people down. God, I hate to think what lies ahead. We don't get back to the Bible, start doing what Jesus said. We gotta pray like we've never prayed before. We gotta fight, 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 like a soldier in a war. Take a stand. Every woman, every man down on their knees. We gotta beg and plead. We can't give up. We can't give up. We can't give in. We can't give in till God blesses America again. And I wonder what old Thomas Jefferson would say if he could come back and talk to us today.
Oh, I wonder.
Would he tell us that this country is just what he had in mind?
No, I don't think so.
Or would repent and turn to God be the words he cried? And all of this slow living comes at a high cost, and America needs to wake up before everything is lost. We gotta pray like we've never prayed before. We've gotta fight, 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 like a soldier in a war. Take a stand. Every woman, every man down on our knees. We gotta beg and plead. We can't give up. We can't give up. We can't give in. We can't give in till God blesses America again. It's to put the 10 Commandments back on the courthouse square. Put the Word of God back in our schools. Open every day with prayer. Tell all the preachers to start preaching against sin. And maybe then, hey, maybe then, God would bless America again. Hey, maybe then, God would bless America again.
God can make America great again. God can make America pray again. And God can bless America again. Kevin Wilson, one of the better songs he's ever written. And tonight we'll be playing. He's got about 3 really good songs about America that we will be playing tonight in this live broadcast, along with other music, of course, and all these guests tonight, and analyzation on what's going on with the election results. It will be a barn burner, 6 hours nonstop, but we'll be able to stay on top of it because BP, well, I saw BP earlier. I'm glad he's feeling better. BC Begley will be scouring the earth along with Israel Hall and Paul Andrew Begley, and of course they will be doing and Heidi always does. So everything is going to be moving at a swift pace. All these different speakers and a great evening. Also, there is a chat room for tonight, a special chat room just for tonight. Will be at my website, so you'll be able to interact with each other. You'll be able to interact with each other throughout the 6-hour broadcast and beyond. Okay. All right, guys, I'll let you go. I got a lot of work to do, a lot of prep work to do. So I will be seeing you later. No doubt about that. God bless all of you. Don't miss tonight. Tell others. Now they can watch Rachel Maddow and that panel at MSNBC, or hang out with, Anderson Cooper and and all the drooping heads over at CNN, or even they can even watch Fox if they want to, or they can hang out with Publicly Prophecy Online Church, the greatest online church in America. God bless everybody. Well, actually, the first one ever in the world. Are you serious? Yeah. Are you saved?